get naked.
I feel I've got an obligation towards humanity, because I think of the damage that people is being done to people's lives because they're being forced to wear clothes, and how many people would be much healthier if they could feel free to shed their clothes and go about naked on a beautiful day like this. That's what I'm wrestling with.
Yeah, well, I think you should wrestle with it a bit longer, because otherwise you're going to end up in the clink.
I think, as Steve says, freedom is love.
Steve,
love
they
is
say,
freedom.
well, can't you make your own mind up instead of doing what Steve thinks?
I have done.
Right.
I've made my mind. I've listened to what Steve has said, and I believe that, I think he's right, that freedom and love are intertwined. You know, love comes out of freedom.
I just think you're a nutter. That's what you want people to think. No, I don't want to say things like that. So.
I think, if you're concerned about my presence being here, I think it's only fair, out of love for you, that I move on. So I don't want to cause you any kind of pain or any kind of harm.
You can't cause me any. You can't make me feel anything.
I think it's best for me to go.
Best of luck, Jeff.
Have you?
Don't take your trousers off. Oh no, Jeff.
Just go down the road a bit.
Oh no. God.
And can you please put your clothes back on? Right, okay.
I think it was like an act of martyrdom by Jeff for all future generations who have a desire to live their life in the nude. I was distracted by the banging in the van. Steve, is that you? Weird. I decided to follow the van, and after a short stop at the police station, we seemed to be heading back to the scene of their arrest. They just seem to be dropping them off. So they're just dumping them. Blimey. The police were letting the nudes go free. Jeff had left the walk. We'd now travelled over 500 miles, and we were making great strides towards Scotland. We stopped over in a traveller's hut, but Mel and Steve had a new problem to face.
So have you not been getting on with Mel very well recently?
Yeah, we didn't get on very well, but just last couple of days, a few fears have come up.
Fears?
There's the obvious one of getting pregnant,
You worried you might be pregnant?
All right, we've talked about that.
I mean, honestly, Christ, let's, what's there to hide? Nothing to hide, is there?
I'm sorry, Mel, nothing's sacred here.
Isn't it? Yeah, no, okay, that was a bit of a concern. I said, if I was pregnant, you've got this conscious urge to go naked all the time or to walk the world or something like this, and I think, well, you're not going to be around. And then you said, oh, that's your small self talking here, I'll be around in start to go...
If Mel was pregnant, then that's a big situation for both of you, isn't it?
It's not big, it's just life just happening. You see it happening around you. I'll catch flies at it on my knee. And it's just like...
I think that was a very big situation, wouldn't you? Life-changing situation, yeah. So it's not the sort of situation you compare to a sunny day.
Yes, it is a thing you do compare to sunny days.
So would you prepare yourself for the baby then?
Oh, I'll probably find myself preparing for the baby, yeah. Like I found myself going down there and washing my shirt. Don't need to think about things. Like, you don't need to make decisions in life, it just happens.
I found Steve's oversimplified take on the matter rather annoying, and I wanted to continue the conversation inside the hut.
You're always talking about, you were just saying to Mel, Mel will have a baby and we won't think about it, and we won't think about it if she's pregnant and if she has a baby. We won't think about it then, I can't help thinking there's some pitfalls to the way you live your life.
Bringing the kid up soon.
You can't help thinking.
I can't help thinking, yeah.
Can't help thinking there's some pitfalls. There you go again. Why all that thinking?
Do you do you eat with your mouth open on purpose? I mean, is it like a small rebellion?
I didn't realise I did it.
Didn't you?
It wasn't long before Mel's pregnancy scare went away. I'd been with her and Steve for 10 weeks when we finally crossed the border into Scotland. I was beginning to feel more and more at odds with Steve's take on life, and I wanted to try and find out what had made him such an outsider in society.
But his brother said he was very introvert.
He used to be very introvert, did he?
Yeah. He's always been like this at all.
I should be what?
Quite introvert.
Did I? Yeah.
It's a bit weird with you, Steve. I can't help thinking that there's something that must have happened to you, or something went on somewhere in your past that you've not quite told us about.
Well, I think my mum had a difficult childhood. She was born, and then her mother died when she was young, and so she was brought up by a grandmother who had already brought up a whole clutch of children. And suddenly she's lumbered with another child to look after. And so I think if you feel as if you're not, if you're brought up and you feel you're not, God, fucking hell. If you're brought up and you feel that you're not loved, then you can't love others, because there's like almost like a hole in yourself. Just some upload on it.